Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Matthew 11, verses 28 to 30. Dear listener, these verse presents a tender invitation from Jesus Christ to all who are burdened by the toils and troubles of life. These verses convey a message of comfort, compassion, and hope, offering solace to those who are weary and in need of rest. Through his gracious invitation, Jesus extends an offer of spiritual rest and renewal to all who will come to him in faith. The passage begins with a universal invitation. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. This inclusive call demonstrates Jesus' boundless love and concern for all people, regardless of their background, circumstances, or struggles. It speaks directly to the universal human experience of weariness and burdens, inviting all who are weighed down by the cares of life to find rest and relief in him. The imagery of labor and heavy burdens conveys the physical, emotional, and spiritual challenges that individuals may face in their daily lives. Whether it be the demands of work, the pressures of relationships, or the burdens of guilt and shame, Jesus acknowledges the reality of human suffering and offers himself as the solution. His promise of rest is not merely temporary relief, but a deep and abiding sense of peace and tranquility that transcends earthly circumstances. Jesus continues his invitation by instructing those who come to him to take my yoke upon you and learn from me. This metaphorical language would have been familiar to Jesus' audience, who were accustomed to the agricultural practices of the time. The yoke was a wooden beam used to join two oxen together for the purpose of pulling a plow or cart. By inviting his followers to take his yoke upon them, Jesus is inviting them into a close, intimate relationship with himself. It is an invitation to walk alongside him, to share in his work, and to learn from his example. Moreover, Jesus describes himself as gentle and lowly in heart, highlighting his character of humility, compassion, and approachability. Unlike the oppressive yoke of legalism and religious duty imposed by the religious leaders of the time, Jesus offers a yoke that is easy and a burden that is light. His yoke is not burdensome or oppressive, but rather liberating and life-giving. It is a yoke of grace, mercy, and love that brings freedom and peace to the weary soul. In essence, Jesus' invitation in Matthew 11, verses 28 to 30, is a call to discipleship, a call to surrender our burdens, to walk in his ways, and to find rest for our souls. It is an invitation to enter into a relationship of trust and dependence upon him, trusting in his provision, his guidance, and his unfailing love. As we respond to his invitation and take his yoke upon us, we discover the true rest and refreshment that can only be found in him. It offers a timeless invitation from Jesus Christ to all who are weary and burdened. It is a call to find rest and renewal in him, to take his yoke upon us, and to learn from his gentle and humble heart. May we heed his invitation, come to him in faith, and experience the restorative power of his grace and love in our lives. Like if you believe in God,